you're dreaming of waking up to stunning Swiss Alps views, but don't want to break the bank, then stop searching, because I've just found the perfect place for you. Tucked away in a quiet Alpine valley, this cozy historic hotel offers breathtaking mountain scenery, authentic Swiss charm, and surprisingly affordable prices. In this video, we're going to check out two different rooms, room 109 and room 211. See which one has the best view, layout, and comfort. Do the ultimate dust test because details matter. And stick around till the end because we'll uncover a wild piece of history that ties this cozy mountain hotel to Vladimir Lenin himself. Yeah, that Lenin. Let's start with room 109 on the first floor. First up, a good-sized double bed. There's plenty of space around it, and the room itself feels surprisingly spacious and very quiet, which is exactly what you want after a day of hiking or exploring the Alps. There's a kettle, along with a small selection of tea and coffee. Now, there's no balcony in this room, but you do get a window that brings in plenty of natural light. The view? It's of the main road through Kiental, and just across from here, you can see another little Alpine hotel. Now let's take a look at the bathroom. And actually, this one's split into two separate sections, which is pretty convenient. As soon as you walk in, you've got a spacious area with a sink, a shower, and a handy shelf with a hairdryer already provided, which is always a nice bonus. There's enough room here to move around comfortably. And just through the door, you'll find the toilet room, simple and clean. It's a smart layout you don't often see in smaller hotels. Now let's head one floor up to take a look at room number 211, located on the second floor of the hotel. The moment you walk into the room, one thing immediately grabs your attention, that balcony, and the absolutely stunning view. The room is actually divided into two separate parts. Each part has access to its own small balcony, giving you two private spots to soak in the mountain air. The third balcony at the end of the terrace belongs to a different room. So while the terrace is shared in structure, your space remains distinctly separate. Alright, let's head back inside. Like the previous room, this one is a bit dated in its decor. There's a double bed in the main sleeping area. Simple but comfortable. In the second part of the room, you'll find two armchairs and a table, a nice little sitting area. There's also a kettle, with the same selection of tea and coffee as in the previous room. Nothing fancy, but just enough for a warm drink after a day in the mountains. Now let's take a quick look at the bathroom. It's compact but clean, a standard setup with a shower, sink, and toilet. It is much smaller than the one in the previous room. You'll find fresh towels, basic toiletries, and a well-lit mirror above the sink. Nothing luxurious, but it covers all the essentials. Alright, time for a quick dust test. Let's see how well this room is kept. Yep, the bottom of the picture frame is definitely dusty. Not something you'd notice at first glance, but it's there. Now over to the mirror frame, and this one's actually much cleaner. Still not spotless, but noticeably better. Room 211 offers a peaceful Alpine atmosphere, plenty of space and unmatched views, especially from the balcony. If you value scenery and don't mind a bit of old-school charm, this room's a solid pick. Now let's head downstairs and take a look at the reception and dining area. Now that we've covered the rooms and breakfast, it's time to explore one of the most surprising pieces of this hotel's history. Believe it or not, Vladimir Lenin, yes, that Lenin, once stayed right here at the Hotel Bären in Kiental. In 1916, during his exile from Russia, Lenin attended the Second Zimmerwald Conference, a secretive gathering of socialist revolutionaries. It was held right here in Kiental, and Lenin stayed at this very hotel. The Second Zimmerwald Conference, held in Kiental, Switzerland from April 24 to July 30, 1916, was a secret meeting of socialist and anti-war revolutionaries from across Europe during World War I. It was a follow-up to the first Zimmerwald Conference held in 1915, which called for an end to the war and international working to class solidarity. While the first conference had been cautious, the Kiental meeting marked a turning point. Tensions between moderate socialists and radical revolutionaries intensified, especially between Lenin's Bolsheviks and the more centrist groups. So that brings us to the end of our visit to the historic Hotel Bären in Kiental, a place that's much more than just a peaceful mountain getaway. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe for more stories where travel meets history, and let us know in the comments, would you stay in this hotel? See you in the next one!